Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AEW Dynamite review. So, a few things before we get started. Number one, Road Dogg Jesse James suffered a heart attack. He's doing well now. He has been released from the hospital and is recovering from at home. So, get well soon, Road Dogg. My thoughts and prayers go to yourself and your family. Number two, RVD is officially announced for the Hall of Fame, as well as the new celebrity Hall of Fame person is William Shatner. Okay, fair enough. He only did a few appearances on Raw back in the 90s, if I recall, so yay, well done him. Congratulations. Nikki and Brie Bella mentioned that they had a 10 to 15 minute speech planned and they only cut it down to about 5 minutes, WWE did. Don't understand that, and I understand that there's a load of inductees this year, but really, like, at least let everybody talk for like 10 minutes. Jesus Christ. What else? Yes, John Silver. John Silver did suffer a shoulder injury at AEW Dynamite last week. Good news is he didn't suffer a breakage. He only suffered, I think it was just a sprain or something like that. But he is going to be out for 4 to 6 weeks. So that's very, very good. Get well soon. Oh yeah, and some prick named Logan Paul is probably going to be appearing on SmackDown and Wrestlemania. If you do not know who Logan Paul is, congratulations. I envy you. Why? Why is Logan Paul going to be in WWE? Is he a wrestling fan? Not to my fucking knowledge. He's controversial. I'm sorry, I don't like the guy. I think the guy's a prick, to be honest with you. I've never met him personally, but he just seems like a prick. He may be the nicest person in the world, but to me, he looks and sounds like a bit of a prick. Controversial to all hell. The only reason I know of him is because of the 2 boxing matches he had with KSI. I believe it was KSI, I could be wrong on that one. And he could be having a fight with Floyd Money Mayweather. Yay. Really do not give a fuck. So, what do you fucking do? So, yeah, that is the news that I can think of to talk about, guys. So, let's not waste any more time and get into AEW Dynamite, shall we? So, let's have a look at this card quickly. Okay, so I've just had a look at the card. We have Christian's debut in ring for for AEW tonight against Frankie Kazarian. We've got the Arcade Anarchy match, the women's tag team match with Ali and Tay Conti. That's pretty much it. Oh, John Moxley as well. They're going to have to pull something out of the bag for next week because they're going up against NXT Stand and Deliver. So they've got to pull something out the fucking bag. Oh boy. Well, let's get this week over with, shall we? Well, let's get started. So, our opening contest was Christian Cage versus Kazarian, and I have to admit, there was a little bit of ring rust still on Christian, but I'm very impressed. Thought it was a good outing, and a good way to start the show, I thought, actually. There was going to be some ring rust with Christian. He hadn't been competed in a singles match in 7 years, so there was always going to be that ring rust, but give it a few more weeks and I feel like he could actually beat that ring rust, I think, personally. But a great way to kick it off, have somebody who knows him. Really good actually. So we have coming up next, it's QT Marshall and Cody Rhodes in a exhibition match. Looking forward to that actually. I think this one's going to be good. So let's do this. So we just had another promo from Jade. Her mic skills are improving and her promos are improving. So yeah, looking forward to seeing her in the ring next. Then we had the exhibition match. This was actually quite interesting. Cody didn't go he went for the figure 4 but didn't lock it in. Went for Crossroads, didn't go in. QT Marshall gets pissed off and slaps him and attacks him. And by the end of it, 4 members of the Nightmare family turn. Anthony Gogo, QT Marshall and 2 others. I didn't catch the name of them, I apologise. But a new faction to face the Rhodes family, the Nightmare Factory. Yeah, I think that could actually be really good. I think that could actually be, very entertaining and very intriguing. So, actually quite good so far. AEW Dynamite has been going really well. And we're only about, 40 minutes into the show? So, yeah, progression of the storyline and a good match. So, one exhibition match that led into an angle in the storyline and a good opener. So, let's carry on with this role, shall we? So we just had Jade about to cut a promo, but not Jade, Red Velvet cut a promo, but then all of a sudden bloody Jade comes out and attacks her, yay. But hopefully she joins QT Marshall, that makes a bit more sense. Moxley promo is Moxley promo, it's always bloody good. Talking about everything, talking about the Good Brothers, Young Bucks, talking about killing Cesar Manoni on Dynamite, which is always good, to be fair. And we're about to watch the match, so yeah, so far so good. Let's watch this match and see how well Cesar goes on in the match. So we just had Jon Moxley versus Cesar, and this was actually quite good. A really good showing by Cesar, actually. Moxley obviously gets the win with the rear naked choke, but yeah, it was really good. Very entertaining, very well paced, and he did Cesar look like a monster, so thumbs up. Then we had one of the best segments ever. We just had the Inner Circle beat the shit into the Pinnacle. It was actually very entertaining. I have to admit that. I was very, very intrigued by this. I thought they would have waited until maybe next week or something like that, but they've got to build something for next week, because if they don't, they are going to be left in the dust, to be honest with you guys. And at the end of it, that's going to be a problem. But hopefully we'll get Pinnacle and Inner Circle in some shape or form next week. So, then we had a Young Bucks interview, which Don Callis then talks to Matt, and basically turns around and is like, what happened last week, blah 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 blah, slaps Matt, and basically is nearly about to get his face kicked in, but Matt stops himself. So yeah, I feel like something's going to go down between these two, or Omega, and they're going to implode, but hopefully it'll be all good. So, the next match is the Trios match with Good Brothers and Omega versus the Lucha Brothers and Real Kid. So that should be a good six-man tag. Let's watch it. So we just had the Trios match with Lucha Brothers and Real Kid taking on the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, and this was a very good match. A load of motive men flying about and having fun. This was good. I very much enjoyed it. I was entertained by this. And seriously, it was a good six-man tag. These six men putting on a match, yeah, I was really impressed. So at the end of it, Kenny Omega gets the win with the one-win danger on Real Kid. Moxley walks out to just be like, do I really want to take these guys on by myself? Young Bucks come out, they turn tail and run. Young Bucks and Kenny Omega turn tail and run. So I think we may have a match coming up maybe next week. I don't know. We'll find out. But they really need to pull it out the bag for the show. So let's do it. Okay. I believe the women's tag match is next. Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! You had Tay Conti building up to be a fucking great contender for the women's championship, and then all of a sudden you have the fucking bunny beat her. Why? Even though it's with a fucking kendo stick. Why? Fucking morons. Fucking imbeciles. Oh, you stupid pendejos. At least have fucking Tay win the fucking match. Fuck me. It was a good tag team match until everybody gets involved in that fucking finish. Fuck it. I'm going to calm down and talk about next week's matches. Okay, so we've got some actual good matches. We have Jon Moxley and the Young Bucks taking on the Good Brothers and Kenny Omega. Tay Conti versus the Bunny. Hopefully the fucking Bunny loses. Fuck me. And yeah, and Darby Allin versus James D. whatever his name is, for the TNT title. So looking good. So now it is Arcade Anarchy. So let's watch this match, shall we? So we just had Arcade Anarchy, and this was actually a very good match. They actually let it fully go, no commercial breaks, and it was really fucking good. It was a great match. Chris Statlander returns. That's awesome. Counters Penelope Ford, puts her through a hockey table, and then Trent Seven comes back. Trent Beretta, whatever his name is, comes back. So the best friends are reunited. That's awesome. And Chuck Taylor pins hip Sabian. Hopefully this feud is over now. Oh fuck. But this was a good match. Good main event. And yeah, very entertaining. So, what did I think of the show? It was a good show. I think they need something big for next week. They really do. But AEW might pull it out of the bag. We don't know yet. But what was the best thing on the show? Gotta admit, it was the Inner Circle coming back and kicking the shit out of the Pinnacle. Best match? Probably the Trios match. Gallows and Good Brothers and Omega versus Lucha Brothers and Relayed Kid. That was a good match. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching AEW Dynamite. I will see you next week for a load of videos. Take care, guys, and I will see you next week.